Hello grade 9, this is lesson 9.4, page 495, factoring trinomial of the form ax squared plus bx plus c. Look, the difference between this lesson and the previous lesson is a. The other lesson was x squared plus bx plus c, means there is a number here before the x squared, like this one. 10x squared minus 43x plus 28, and this number shouldn't be a common factor, means 10, 43, 28, they don't have common factor, and there is a number here. How can you factorize this type of trinomial? You need to factorize this and this. The 10x squared can be 5x times 2x. The 28 can be different numbers, can be 4 times 7, 7 times 4, and many other numbers, 2 times 14, and so on. So you need to make the scissors to try this factorization here before you decide. I said that 10x squared can be 5x times 2x. The 28, let's try 4 times 7. And then multiply this by this. 5 times 7, 35x. 2x times 4, 8x. The 8x and the 35x, ask yourself, their sum is 43? If you add this and this, 43, yes. What if not? If not, you have to rearrange all this, means you can take this 7 here and this 4 here and change the 5, or you can change the 7, 4 to be 2 times 14. Many other trials you have to try. Now, the first bracket will include 5x and 4, and the second bracket will include 2x and 7. But what about the signs? Look, if this is positive, so the two brackets will have the same middle sign. This is the end of the factorization. If you want to make sure, multiply this by this, and by this, and by this, and by this. You will have this. Another example, example 2. Here, determine whether this is factorizable or not. 2x squared plus 5x minus 2. Since it includes 2 before the x squared and it is not a common factor, so we'll need to try the scissors. The 2x squared can be 2x times 1x. The 2 can be 1 times 2 or 2 times 1. Let's try 2x times 2, 4x. 1 times x equals x. 4x and x, is the difference is 5? No. If you even try to switch this 1 to here and 1 here, you will not get an answer. So this trinomial cannot be factorized. We call it a prime, like prime numbers. Do you remember the prime numbers? The 5, the 7, and 13? Cannot be factorized, means you cannot get factors of the 15 and for these numbers. Example 3, solve the equation by factoring. 8a squared minus 9a minus 5 equals 4 minus 3a. Oh, take this to the other side and add the like terms. It will be like this. 8a squared minus 6a minus 9. Since the a is not a common factor between the three, so you need to make the scissors. The 8a squared can be factorized to be 4a times 2a. The 9 can be 3 times 3. Let's try. Multiply 4a times 3 equals 12a. Multiply 2a times 3 equals 6a. The 6a and the 12a is the difference between them. Why difference? Because this is minus. What about of this plus? So I have to say is the sum of them. but it is minus now. The difference between them is 6 and 12. Yes, the difference is 6, so it's not it's correct now. What about the sign? Since this is negative, so the two signs will be different sign. Look, why did I give this positive and this negative? Look, the bigger branch, which gives me the 12a, takes the middle sign. There's a middle sign before it, and the other branch, which will give me 6a, smaller, takes the opposite, which is positive. So the two brackets will become 4a plus 3 and then 2a minus 3. Now, since you are using this factorization to solve the equation, it's now zero equation. So either the first bracket equals 0 and then you can get the a, or the second bracket equals 0, so you can get the a. So this is the two values of the a. You have practice page 499 from 14 to 48 odd numbers. I'll take some of them. Let me take 28, factorize 6r squared minus 14r minus 12. Look, this is 6, but there is a common factor here. Look, what's the common factor between 14 and 12? It's 2. If you get out 2, you will have 3r squared minus 7r minus 6. And then factorize this by the scissors. 3r squared equals 3r times 1r. The 6 is 2 times 3. Let's try. 3 times 3, 9r. 1 times 2, 2r. 2r and 9r. The difference between them is 7. Yes, correct. What about the signs? The bigger branch, which gave me 9, takes the middle sign. This is the middle sign. And the other one will be the opposite. Number 45. Solve the equation. It includes fractions. Never mind. Look, 12, 3, both 12 is divisible by 12 and 3, so multiply all by 12. If you multiply this by 12, you cancel 12 with 12. If you multiply this by 12, you can simplify by 3, 1, by 3, 4. It will be 4 times 2, which is 8x. If you multiply 4 by 12, it will be 48. 0 by 12, 0. So I got rid of the denominator by multiplying them all by 12. Why 12? Because 12 is the common multiple between 12 and 3. Now it's a normal equation. You don't have any number before the x squared. So this refers to the first lesson of factorization. Just make two brackets. X squared is x times x. 48, what are the two numbers? Their difference is 8. It's 12 times 4. Because 12 times 4 is 48, the difference is 8. Since this is minus, so this will be two different signs. The bigger one takes the middle, and this is the opposite. You don't need to make scissors here because you don't have number before x squared. So this is lesson, the previous lesson. Number 30, factorize this, but includes x squared and x and xy and y squared. How can I do it? Easy. It is arranged to descendingly according to the x squared and then x and nothing. So the 3x squared can be 3x times 3x. The 25y squared is 5 times 5. Look, this will be 15xy. And this will be also 15xy. Their sum is 30. Why? Because this is plus. So it is 3x plus 5y and 3x plus 5y also. Look at this, solve the equation. First, multiply this for a times a for a squared, for a times negative 2, negative 8a, negative 1 times a, negative 1 times negative 2, positive 2. And then take the 7a and negative 5 to the other side and add the like terms. This is like terms. Negative 8 minus 7 minus a equals negative 16a. 2 plus 5 equals 7. And then factorize this by scissors because it includes 4. The 4a squared is 2a times 2a. The 7 is 7 times 1. Then try. This will be 2a and this will be 14a. Their sum is 16a. Yes, correct. Both are negative. Why? Because since this is positive, so this will be the same. So it's either 2a minus 7 equals 0, so the a equals 7 over 2, or a equals 1 over 2. Thank you.